My heart is racing. What a difficult video to watch. Nearly 1 year has passed, and we could have never imagined on October 6, 2023, that Israel and Jews would soon face the worst tragedy since the Holocaust. The horrific images from that video we just watched stay alive in our minds because they keep haunting us. It is a total psychological warfare. Today marks 337 days since the Hamas terror attack, and the pain continues. 101 hostages are still captive. So many have been brutally murdered, and nearly 100,000 Israelis have been displaced. According to research, 25% of the Israeli adults are suffering from PTSD, and that number continues to increase, especially as they continue to fight a war with no end in sight. Think for a moment and close your eyes. What do you think on October 7, 8, 9? And still we feel the same numbness that we feel then. Just imagine if we are aching right here in Florida, how are the Israelis, how are the people in Israel feeling? We know, Israel is a tiny little country, so small that every person knows someone that was kidnapped, killed, or is fighting a war. Businesses, mothers, wives, husbands, and children are all suffering. Israelis are living with this every day, and the trauma remains raw. Truthfully, I think that everybody here is suffering from PTSD. Many have asked how WIZO is helping. And I would like to answer, how is WIZO not helping? The events of October 7th shook us to our core, but WIZO responded without hesitation, even in shock. 6,000 employees and hundreds of volunteers mobilized immediately, opening youth villages and parents' homes for evacuees. We reopened daycare centers in hospitals so that medical staff could go save lives. We've supported women whose husbands were called to the front lines, and after almost a year, they're still there fighting. Within days after the war started, 11,000 children were back in our daycare centers, and 6,000 youth returned to school. And thousands participated in programs addressing domestic violence and women's empowerment. And listen at this, we even launched a disaster recovery and emergency preparedness model to be ready for another attack. And yes, this is the reality in Israel. One of the most critical things that WIZO has done is hire hundreds of professionals to provide psychological and emotional support and strengthen resilience in youth, women, families, and even our staff and volunteers. Can you imagine the immense financial resources required to accomplish everything we have? I am proud to say that WIZO USA was the first among 38 federations worldwide to send the largest donation to WIZO Israel within days of the attack. And as Yvette mentioned in her speech, here at WIZO Florida, we're focused on raising funds to build bomb shelters and a multi-purpose center in Ahlat Yehuda, which will offer safety and healing. We're also supporting an initiative called Homefront Heroes, which provides psychological support and coping mechanisms to bolster the resilience of spouses, parents, and children of reservists and those in active service. Everything that we've done, and believe me, I just brushed very slightly upon what we're doing, has been positive because of you, your generosity. Each dollar, each donation, no matter how big or small, gets us closer to our goals, closer to saving lives. So, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for standing with WIZO and Israel. United, we will rebuild, heal, and strengthen our Jewish homeland. Please, keep WIZO close to your heart, because there is so much more that needs to be done. Shana Tova to everybody. I'm Israel Hai. I would like to take the moment to thank Rosita Retelny from World WIZO and from WIZO USA and, of course, from Florida for everything that you have done and you continue to do. And thank you, Yehiel Leiter, for being here. As Rosh Hashanah approaches, during the month of Elul, Hashem listens to our prayers even more closely. Together, we continue to pray for the safety of all of the hostages and our IDF soldiers. Please, in your tables, you have candles.